Solomon says, it's vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows. Now, it's okay to rise up early. Nothing wrong with that per se. Nothing wrong with sitting up late. But if you are rising up early because you are worrying, you're eating the bread of sorrows. During the night, you're eating the bread of sorrows. So you wake up early. Or you are sitting up late because you're worried. Bread of sorrows is a picture of worry. It's a Hebraism for worry and anxiety. Eating and worry, eating anxiety. That's your bread for the night. And the Bible says it's vain, it's empty. It won't accomplish anything. Your problem will remain the same. But it's vain to sit up late, worrying, rise up early because you're worried, to eat the bread of sorrows. Why? For so God gives His beloved, and this word here is Yedida. All right? You put the name Yah there, Yedid. Yedid is beloved, and he's putting his name here. Do you know another name of Solomon? It's actually Jedediah. Jedediah is Yedida. Yedidiah. God's beloved, Yahweh's beloved. Isn't it what a beautiful expression, isn't it? His father is David. From the same expression, same etymology, David is beloved. It takes a David to knock down a Goliath. It takes someone who knows he's beloved to knock down the enemy. Amen, to win in the fight of war, amen? Having a different spirit from all Israel. They were intimidated. It takes someone who knows his beloved. Now his son, his other name is Jedediah. Amen. In fact, the Lord called him Jedediah, which means beloved of the Lord. So here, the name is there. He gives his beloved sleep. Now, I was very fascinated by this because some years ago, I meditated on this and I tried to so I studied on this verse a lot because I just want to, for my own sake, I had trouble sleeping as well during that time. And I just want to study this. But when I studied this, I went to Delich, who is a Hebrew scholar, and all those different Hebrew helps and all that. And I found out that the Jewish people, they themselves were arguing among themselves. It seems like the last line here is ambiguous. In other words, it can be interpreted two ways. One is that God gives the beloved, His beloved, sleep. And a lot of rabbis argue that this is the interpretation. But then another group of rabbis says, no, it is saying that while you are sleeping, God is giving, even to His beloved. So hence, you have this New King James Version and the King James Version. Then you have the NASB, New American Standard Bible, that gives this. Look at the last line. For He gives to His beloved even in His sleep. So because it's ambiguous, and maybe it's meant to be ambiguous, because the answer is both. God gives His beloved sleep, but then while he's sleeping, God gives to him while he's sleeping. In fact, God can move when man is not. Did you get that? Maybe God can move even more when, and the Bible says in Job, in the night season, in the deep sleep, in the slumberings upon man, God awakens His ear. God speaks once, twice. Why? To hide pride from men. Man is so proud that the only time God can speak to him is when he's sleeping. Amen. So, God speaks to man while he's sleeping, but also He gives us sleep. So if you're having trouble with sleep and all that, number one, you need to realize that there is the provision where God gives sleep. Can I have a good amen? Ask God for it. But you need to understand that God gives His beloved sleep. You must have a sense that you are loved. Establish that first. Don't struggle with sleep. Establish the fact, I'm God's beloved. But Pastor, what if that sense is not strong? Then listen to my sermon about the secret of John. Until it's so established in your heart that at night when you sleep, you find yourself being cradled in His bosom. Amen? So God gives while you're sleeping. So, at night, before you look at your bed and all that, sleep will be different from now on. Say, God, I wonder what you're going to give to me while I'm sleeping.